Hey YouTube family, this is the last video of the night, the last two videos of the night, and this is Married at First Sight, season 19, and this is episodes 3 and 4, so let's get into it. So Rhonda and Pat, the next day Rhonda has like rocked. When I say rocked, she rocked Pat's world. She rocked Pat's world. And then they went to Pound Town for real. She says that it is just a beautiful experience. Scooting on to Brittany and Will. Oh, Jesus. So Britt says that she tossed and turned all night. And then them rooms is some old rooms though, y'all. Old rooms. And she doesn't eat, she don't eat pork. And does not like ketchup. She don't like ketchup. And then Will says, he says that she is weird but cute. I said, okay, Will, you better have said that. You better have said that. And then Megan and Derek, they went to sleep. Nothing went down. And she tells him that he had night terrors. And she said she understands because someone that she knows, or he said that he said his dad used to have them. I said, oh my goodness. Okay, and we get to Jalen and Josh, and the day of her mom's wedding, her dad is an ex-professional baseball player. And Derek brings up the post-up, the post-up. And then she says, all right, why not? I mean, I don't want your money. I don't want your money, so it's no problem. So she went ahead and signed that post-up. And then we get to her mom, Belinda. And Belinda and Chad. And this is the first mother and daughter to get married at first sight ever. And then Chad is 54, and he says that people think that he is a butthole. And Belinda is 47 years old. She's been married before, and it was infidelity on her ex-husband's part. Baseball player. And Chad is ex-military and has been married 4 times, y'all. 4 times. Just 4 times. I'm gonna turn it this way. 4 times. Cool. And then it's wedding time now. Belinda says that she likes a fun guy with big muscles. And Chad's party. He arrives, and his daughter just asked him what is going to be different the 4th time around. And don't play with me, Chad. Okay? That's all I'm about to say. Do not play with me. Okay? Alright. And Chad comes out first. And I don't know if she will like him, though. I don't know if she'll like him. She got his name wrong instead of Chad. She said, oh, Jad? Is her name Jad? And I'm like, no, baby. Chad and Jed sound so different. She acted like she was on that drink, for real, for real. And she says that her daughter was married at first sight, and they're taking their pictures, and they share their first dance, and then they sit down at the head of the table and eat. And she never had a wedding dress or anything. I hope that it works. I hope that it works for her. And he goes to talk to her kids for her. And then he goes to talk to her kids. And Jalen asks why he married, right? Then he asks which one. Asked about his wife. And then he made a joke and said, which one? Which one? Don't start playing now. And then his sisters are telling Belinda that he needs a strong woman. And he seems like a serial monogamous. Yeah, that. Okay, and we on the next morning. And Jalen and Josh, they both wake up and talking about their honeymoon. Then Chad tells Belinda that he is upgrading her ring like Beyonce. Upgrade, just let me upgrade, upgrade. He upgraded their ring, sure did. Then they are going to Panama. Honeymoon is in Panama. I hope they gonna have fun. And Brittany and Will, they got intimate with no protection. And they both are definitely feeling weird. And then he said that they should back off for a while. And then she is thinking about, because of her past relationship issues, he just wants to just pretty much do her and leave. And I'm like, no ma'am, don't bring the past into your present relationship. Okay? Don't do that. Do not do that. And this is my 7 minutes for episode 3, because they wasn't doing nothing but going to Pound Town or going to sleep or just getting to know each other, talking, head of the table, dancing and this and this and that. So we're gonna get to the last episode 4. So this is episode 4, and Jalen and Josh, they are talking about who she sees working first. And then it says, Megan and Derek. I'm like, girl, you do? Okay. Girl, shut the hell up. But I'm finna let y'all know what she said. It says Megan and Derek. And then 2, she says Wanda and Pat. And then 3, Chad and Belinda. She said, I just don't want to put my mom up at the top because it's my mother. So she put her mom number 3. I'm like, girl, please. And 4 is Will and Britt, because they don't have any physical chemistry. And I'm like, girl, yes they do. Y'all just don't know about their physical chemistry. They got physical chemistry. Too much chemistry. Whew. And then Jalen and Josh, they are eating breakfast. Then he brings up the Burning Man in the desert. So it's like the hottest place in the desert, like kind of like Death Valley, California, if you know how hot they say that is. Death Valley Beach. So we get to Megan and Derek, and they are by the pool, relaxing and talking. And she says that she has to get used to sharing expenses, expense information with someone else. And, she just got to get used to just sharing everything. I'm like, okay, girl, shit, don't piss me off. Okay. So we get to Rhonda and Pat, and then they're having breakfast, and they're talking about the movies that they love. And I'm like, Patrick, you have been warned. Now look, talking about the movies that he loved. They said they love, but he kind of took over the conversation. And he was just talking. And she says she leaves the TV on, you know, at night now because due to her being robbed in the past. Remember, she said that, okay? But he steady talking. I'm like, look, now Patrick, you gonna learn, okay? You need to learn, okay? And the couples are off on their different outings. And Belinda and Chad, they go shopping. And she wants the hat. She wants a hat. And she says, and she just said, looking good in her hat and this and this and that. And then he just says, okay, I got it. And he got her that hat. It's like, throw it in the bag. Okay, fabulous. Throw it in the bag. She throwing it in the bag. Throw it in the bag. Okay? And Brittany and Will, they have dinner, and he tells her that she looks good, but she is in her mind. I'm like, girl, Brittany, don't piss me off now. And then he asks her, how does she feel about being married? Now, he asked her how she feel about being married, but remember the first episode, she asked him, how does he feel about being married? She then asked, how long does it take him to be vulnerable? And it's so tense now. And he is asking questions. And he says that he wants to ask her different questions. I'm like, what the hell? Okay, we'll get over there. We're going to skate back to Miss Rhonda and Pat. They talking. And she says that she feels he cares about himself because he showed no empathy or sympathy about her being robbed. And that's why I said y'all pay attention to that and think about that. And he didn't. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry to hear that. I am sorry to hear that you had been robbed. Nothing, are you okay? Do you need comforting? Can I help you? Is there anything that I can do? He didn't show none of that. And it's like, he does not listen. And she talked about her wanting to be she wanted her name to be, she wanted her name to be Jennifer and all this stuff. It's just different stuff that he glossed over, like her being robbed, no sympathy or empathy, and he was not listening to her when she said that she wanted her name to be Jennifer. She told her. She definitely told him. And then Jalen, skate back to Miss Jalen and Josh. And she says that she is open to the process and she is in love and she is just extremely happy. And we're gonna skate back over to Megan. And Megan, he appreciates traveling with, he said he appreciates that he wants to be traveling with her. And he says that he would like for her to ask him questions. Now you heard that. Derek told that Megan that he wanted her to ask him questions. And I'm like, girl, don't fucking play with me. Cause she on my list. Her, and then on a good day, Brittany will be on my list too. So we get back to Jalen and Josh. And he is taking her to the top of the rainforest. And she's screaming and saying how she does not like bugs. And I'm like, bugs. I'm like, look. She said she don't like outside activities. She said that she like indoor activities. Don't play with her. Come on now. Stop. And then Jalen says that it is going great while showing her ring. So he took her all the way up there and then he got her a new ring. He upgraded her ring. And no one but Rhonda and Pat said that they love each other. And Rhonda, she says that she is happy about her mom's sex life. This is Jalen. I'm like, girl, shut up. Who be happy about their moms, their parents' sex life? I'm like, girl, you weird. And not in a good way. You weird, okay? So we get into the men, and Derek talks about similarities in all the situations. And Megan and Derek, Megan, we get to Megan and Derek, and Derek says that she is very spoiled and such in her way. And then they go surfing, and he says that he wants to get to know her. And he says also that he wants her to ask him questions. I'm like, all y'all want these women to ask questions, and y'all motherfucking ass should have been asking the goddamn question on the first damn day. Come on now. And she's saying, I was gonna say the same as you. And now she is lying. And I'm like, wait a minute. I think she is just, coasting until decision day, because I definitely don't think that Megan is attracted to Derek. And if she is attracted to Derek, then she just don't want to answer no personal questions. Why? I don't know. She don't want to answer no personal questions. And then he said how she says that she is open and wants to dive into deep conversation. I'm like, no the hell you don't, Megan. Stop lying, because every time that Derek asks you questions, you won't answer the question. You won't give him the respect to even answer the damn question. So stop that damn lying. Okay. And then he says, how with words. And then I'm like, look. So she says that she's open and she wants to dive into the deep conversation. I'm like, girl, don't start lying. And then he says, how with words. And then I'm like, the reception, the restaurant. And she is saying that she wants to know everything. I'm like, all right. Now he says he has to ask. He says, hold on, y'all. Now he says that she wants to ask him everything. And this is not Jalen and Josh. This is Will and Brittany. I put the wrong name. And now he talking about something. He want to ask her all now he's saying that he has to ask all the questions now. And I'm like, Will, stop that damn line. Because you wasn't even trying to give her a chance to ask you shit. Okay? And I can tell you times where she wanted to ask questions, and it was at the reception, the restaurant. And she's saying that, I mean, come on now. And now she want to ask me every single question. I don't want to answer every single question. I'm like, girl, shut the hell up. Okay? And then she says that she wants communication. Then she finally says that she is going to shower, and then she beeline and hit it downstairs so she can order her some chicken strips and get her some sauce. Some honey mustard, ranch, whatever she was pleasing. She can go ahead and get it. And then she's talking to the producer, and she is asked, what is it to make things better? And then she says communication. And I'm like, then he up there talking to the producer. And then he said, he not chasing her. She the one who left for the restaurant. She the one who left for a reason. She left for a reason. I ain't finna chase her. I ain't finna do this. I ain't finna shut the hell up, Will. Ooh wee. And he says that she just lacks self-awareness. I'm like, oh gosh, she didn't piss me off. and they both have to learn how to compromise unnecessary arguments, and they both need to ask questions and follow through. That's the thing. She didn't follow through. She beelined it down to get some chicken and some food instead of sitting there and just asking him the hard questions, no matter how hard that he battled. Keep asking his motherfucking ass the question. And if you keep asking his ass the question, make him answer. Make him say something in a 1-2 letter answer. Okay? And, you know, it's just Jalen and Josh, they do some things that he needs to, you know, they both need to do some things that she wants to do. It will get, it will get old pretty quick outside. So we get back to, I'm sorry, y'all. So we get to Jalen, this is the last couple I'm gonna talk about. We get to Jalen and Josh. And Josh, this is what he needs to do. He needs to do some things that Jalen wants to do. And, you know, it's going to get old pretty quick. Outside digging and shit like that. And she already told you in the dirt. She already said that she didn't like outdoors. And then last we get to Rhonda and Pat. And he needs to get it together. I ain't playing with him. I done ran every last one of them down. They need to get it together. And I'm not playing. Okay? And I done gave y'all 21 minutes of love and married at first sight. I'm sorry, it's too many married. But this this is Married at First Sight. And this is season 19. And this is episodes 3 and 4. My final 2 episodes for the night. I'm gonna go ahead and get this uploaded for you tonight. If not, it's not gonna be. If it's not tonight, then it's definitely gonna be tomorrow morning. I love you, YouTube family. Y'all have a blessed night. You see, in my pajamas and all this stuff. But y'all have a good night. Bye.